On this week's Waypoint, subscribers and sales numbers are huge, Lightning makes her Eorzea debut, and mark your calendars for Live Letter 10. What's up guys, and welcome to Waypoint, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV recap for November 15th, 2013. I'm your host, Kat Andresco. This week, Square Enix released revised profit forecasts as well as subscriber numbers. It seems the game is far exceeding anything Square Enix was even prepared for. The forecast of this fiscal year shows that 14 and a few other factors have led Square Enix to revise their former projection of a 2 billion yen operating loss into a 4.7 billion operating profit. 14 was specifically credited by the company as a huge factor in the billions of dollars being revised in this report. As if that wasn't enough good news for players, the very next day, Square Enix released information showing that not only has 14 sold almost 1.5 million copies, but that paying subscribers have also exceeded the 600,000 mark. For you MMO faithful, you may know that 600,000 is more than Final Fantasy XI had at its peak, and that MMO is considered to be the most profitable Final Fantasy ever made. Next up, the cross-promotion event between 14 and Lightning Returns has officially started as the heroine has made her way into Eorzea. Players can now jump into the first of 4 quests that follow Lightning's story, and well, we don't really know what we're helping her do yet. While we assume we're the good guys in all of this, who knows? Anyway, 4 total quests will open, one every other day, and rewards will come in the way of lightning and snow armor, as well as special weapons. Each quest will have a level requirement, and I'll show you where each one starts later on in this episode. Mark the date and set your alarm clock if you live in the US, because Yoshi P has set the date for the 10th installment of the producer's Live Letter series. The Live Letter will take place on November 22nd and will stream live at 4 a.m. Pacific time. Keep in mind that this is a Friday and not the Saturday scheduling we're used to seeing. Topics this time around are still focused on patch 2.1, but this time we'll be looking more at the PvE side of the patch, as the team plans to show off new videos from the upcoming Farah Sirius dungeon and the new 24-man Crystal Tower raid. Exactly what bosses we can expect to see in this raid has yet to be seen, but many have enjoyed speculating based on previous versions of the tower. This live letter will also dabble in the upcoming Extreme Mode versions of the Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda fights, and will introduce the new Primal fight, Good King Moggle Mod 11. Players of the version 1.0 may remember this fight and are eagerly awaiting his return. This is shaping up to be a live letter you won't want to miss, but if you do happen to miss it, don't worry. As always, we'll be sure to cover our thoughts on xivnation.com for you. As promised, this week I'm going to show you where each of the starting locations for the Lightning event begins. Depending on when you're watching this, all of the quests may or may not have been unlocked yet. Each quest will require that all of the previous quests be completed, and keep in mind that these quests will only be available until December 9th. The quest that starts it all is called For the Winsome, and can be found by talking to Peter Winsome in Limsa Lominsa. You'll have to be at least level 12 to get this quest kicked off. Finish that quest off, and you'll be able to take on Seeking the Scoop, a level 26 quest that starts in Ulda, just outside the Adventures Guild. After that, things start to get a bit more challenging, so you'll need to be at least a level 38 to take on the quest The Knight's Passage, which is available in Old Gridania, right by the amphitheater. The final quest in this event, called Wonder and Lightning, is available from the same quest giver, but you'll have to make sure you've made your way to at least level 45. I want to thank Netflix for sponsoring this episode of Waypoint. For a free 30-day trial, just head on over to netflix.com/GamebreakerTV. You can start watching Netflix today on your PC, Xbox, PS3, iPad, and more. There's no commitment and you can cancel at any time. Sign up today by using netflix.com/GamebreakerTV and start streaming thousands of movies and television shows right to your television or mobile device. Okay, last up here on Waypoint, we again want to take some time to showcase your greatest work. Drawings, videos, or tattoos. If it's Final Fantasy XIV related, I want to see it, so throw it up on the XIV Nation forums in our art spots and we'll find it. In honor of Mogs, this week we bring you an art piece from Little Miss Sunshine 94. If you can't help but smile at the damn cuteness that is a Mog, Head on over and check out Little Miss Sunshine 94's Deviant art page in the link below. That does it for this week's episode of Waypoint. Be sure to check back every week for updated Final Fantasy XIV news. I'm Kat Andresco, and you can follow me on Twitter @KatAndresco. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next Waypoint.
Game Breaker TV.